Welcome to another episode of the BimmerPodcast. I'm your host, Burr, and of course, the Mexican runner next to me, Nestor.
What up, guys? Gang, we outside. This is how we do this. Right next to me, we got Mr. Watermelon. How many watermelon did we eat today?
I don't know, but if you want to see how many seeds you want to see how many seeds you want to spit out, you're more than welcome to.
So many of y'all been asking me for this, and today we have the man of the hour, right next to us, the one and only that I know has been destroying so many people out there, bikers, G80, G82, M5, E36. What you haven't destroyed out there? Welcome to episode 9, M4 Som. Thank you for taking the time to be here today.
Thank you for having me here. Only thing I haven't destroyed I would say supercars.
Supercars.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Are you willing to give them the sauce?
The sauce is right here.
So,
Oh, and in these guns.
So Syed, before we go any further in your can you tell us anything more about your car?
So,
Full bolt-on, stage 2. I don't have anything done to the engine, trans.
Just a custom tune?
Custom tune,
You're sitting on
suspension.
KW coils?
Yes, KWs.
So when you say full bolt-on, is this a BMW thing? Because I know, my guys out there, the first thing they do is downpipe, intake, charge pipe, and tune, gang. Now we consider ourselves fast. What do you got to say about that?
That's not fast.
That's not fast. Okay.
Just
perfect.
having full bolt-on doesn't make anyone fast. A lot of people always have that assumption that I push close to like 800. Sometimes even people say 9. And the maximum I ever pushed on my car is 650.
And why is that?
If you know how to handle that much power, you can make it seem like it's 800, 750, and how you drive, which is why a lot of people think that, I'm pushing that, but it's not the car. It's the experience from skills of driving the car, the limits I can push it to, even when it's stock. A lot of people don't believe me that, your car is stock. Because
It's really the driver.
Yeah,
it's all
always
about the driver.
So, but I see you have a 6-piston brakes. What brand do you have?
Oh, Brembo big brake kit,
Brembo.
like aftermarket.
Do they do the job for what you
yeah.
do? For what you do?
I almost maxed this shit 3 times when I didn't have the brakes on.
No shit.
Bro, because the glaze in the brakes is
Yeah,
too
when it gets
too
hot.
Yeah.
So right now you have inventory intakes. What brand of was
Mishimoto.
Mishimoto in the
Yeah.
cooler? Okay, and you got BBS wheels.
Yeah, BBS wheels.
What kind?
FIRs.
FIRs?
What size?
19s.
19. What size tire do you have on the back?
We're not going to talk about that.
Okay. So that's why you do what you do.
Yeah.
Okay, pretty
All
much.
right.
I'm not going to talk about that because it took me so much trial and error to get to learn where this car can perform the way it does. Where a lot of people, I used to be that person who would say, people DM me, hey, what tire setup you're running? Or, here, bro. But over time, like, no, you're going to have to learn by yourself.
We'll not find out.
A lot of people just say, I can just message this person and ask him. But that trial and error, the amount of wheel setups I had to go through, the tire setups I had to go through, probably about 7 to 8 for this much amount of time, see how the car handles, this, etc. Other suspension mods. It took me, I would say, almost 2.5 years, 3 years.
So that you're basically saying to our audience that the way you handle this car is basically how you tuned it, so you know what the capabilities are, what you can and cannot do.
Yeah.
So when you do push it to the limit, as we see in your social videos, that it's not fun and games. You actually took the time and did your research.
Yeah. No, what I do in this car, I would say only certain people who are professional drivers may be able to do it with certain setup, not just anyone.
So, and it's very important that most people out there realize that the car is great as a platform base, but to elevate it and to also do the things that you wanted to do, you do have to do certain upgrades.
Oh yeah, and it's those upgrades have nothing to do with tuning it or making it faster. It's like that handling capacity of upgrading control arms, traction arms, toe arms. Those things are what make the difference. Or doing your real differential bushings, putting a roll cage in. This one I don't have a roll cage in my other car. I have it, but it does make a difference. Where, for example, if I'm doing 150 and I have to come to from 150 to 80, where somebody just goes right in front of me.
Yeah.
If I have the roll cage in, the car's not gonna fishtail as bad while coming to a full stop. Rather
Right.
than when I have it, it will just. I have felt the difference.
Yeah, because the
Where
chassis
back
will
kicks
flex.
in, yeah.
And then next thing you know, the rear end will come out from underneath.
Yeah,
it.
and that's one of the biggest things a lot of people don't learn with the rear wheel drive. Where before, when I have my old car right in front of him, when I was doing a donut and it fishtailed, so I got scared and I braked, which made the car spin out.
And
Today,
it over rotated.
yeah,
You can't really brake when you like really when you're spinning. Even like if you lose control, you just gotta keep giving gas and
Yeah.
try to autocorrect it. But so with that being said, I got this question, and I need an answer from you. Do you consider one of the best driver on the street, like cutting up people? One of the top people in New York or on the tri-state area, I would say, like pretty much. Do you consider yourself one of the top cutting people out there on the probably I would say on the nation really because there is not many people that do what you do.
I'm gonna say that with proof. If there was someone who beat me on the street, there would be a video of it, and there is no videos. Everybody has a video camera nowadays, dash cam, or those Insta360s. Everyone has it. And the reason I have a lot of videos where I post, and I don't say I'm a good driver. What I post shows my skills and what I'm capable of. And even people who have better cars, like Porsches, G80s, I raced everyone. And no one has ever come close to, they gapped me or left me behind. Even the Jeep platform, a lot of people, when I ride with them, they're like, bro, I don't know how you do. They would never do what I do in my car.
Would you call out not licensed and
Any day.
any day and do
Any
a
day.
run? So you know what? So I'm not sure if I should say this in here, but I'll put a 1K if he beat you.
I'll put a 5, 10, 15.
Oh,
No, but I'm not gonna. The 1K is not gonna go to him though. It's gonna go to you.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna put this
No, if somebody was to put money up, I can put money up any day.
because I know I have seen you, the things that you do, like for example when we went to Tail of the Dragon, and you stay like a few hours over there later than ours, and my boy Lee Gallery told me that you went after the 911, I think
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was, and the guy was surprised what you did with the M4.
what did he say?
What did he say?
He was surprised that he was like 70 something, and then he was like, I've never had someone that got this close to me in my life.
Yeah. And when I actually know him. I have his social media. And he taught, when you talk to experienced drivers, they teach you a lot. Not everyone wants to do that.
Yeah.
And I remember he told me, he's like, bro, but once he learned like there's not much done to my car, he's like, how are you able to keep up the way you did? And then it goes back to as long as you have the balls and certain things where you're not scared of just like hitting the brakes, that's how where a lot of people crash. They got scared, and we always underestimate these cars. They're capable of pushing way more than we actually push them to. And the back over there was one of the biggest things I learned. And as I was pushing it, he was in the car. We were so happy. We're like, holy shit. Like it was as long as you keep on turning that steering wheel,
Yeah.
this car will do the job. And with certain like modifications back then, I didn't have the tire setup. I didn't have a roll cage. I didn't have no suspension mods back then.
Brakes?
Brakes, yes.
Okay.
But no KWs. I had springs. There was no control arms, and nothing was done.
So not like like the way this car is set up.
Oh, now it's so, like I would say another 50, 60% better.
So, what was your first car?
My first car,
Your first BMW.
328.
Okay, and what happened with that car?
I had it for.
You crash it?
No, I had that car for, I would say, 4 to 5 months.
And then,
Then I
what
got
was next?
the M4,
Which M4?
F82.
F82.
No, I meant how many?
Oh, the first one. This
first
is the
one.
fourth M4.
So that was your first M.
Yeah.
So, and then the first M, you Mac it. Am I right? Am I
Yeah,
wrong?
I maxed it doing a launch control.
Don't-
I held the boost too long.
What happened? What happened?
Oh, so I was at work and I'm like on YouTube, I learned it has launch control. I'm like, oh shit. So on my way back home, a couple blocks away from the house, I do it once. I'm like, oh shit. I held the first time, but the second time I held the boost too long. And then it took off. And again, it goes back to, you just have to steer the car once, even if it fishtails.
Yeah.
But I braked, and that's what kicked out, and I ended up hitting a parked car.
It happened a lot. It happened a lot. I have seen so many people actually, getting into an accident because they get scary once the car fishtail.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
panic. The first thing instantly they do is hit the brakes.
Yeah.
So, you, Macking that car, keep buying BMW, and then you got another M4.
Yeah.
Right? It's almost the same color.
Yeah, I got the same color, Shakira orange.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you also carried a lot more experience from that car.
Yeah.
So,
It wasn't much time. I'd probably say another month and a half.
what, I would say, motivate you to keep you doing, how you start this, how you start the cutting up thing, what make you do it?
It's more of a, I would say, we don't have a track. Sometimes when we're doing what we're doing, we're almost in a different world, having that fun. It's almost like our getaway from all the problems in life. But for me, I never went out to purposely, cut up. It was just me going home, work, going to the gym. Every video you almost see me doing is always just either going to work, coming back from work, happen to go while on the way to the gym. It's mostly just like I'm going to work, coming back home, or going certain places. I never go out just to cut up.
So,
Where a lot of people, which they do, like, let's go out and record. And that's what I go against, because if it happens, it happens. And that's how a lot of people are like taking to that, like now it's a sport.
Yeah.
For now, especially in New York, it's a sport. Let's go out and cut up. And people are making a living off doing this.
yeah, for sure. So, do you think bringing back track in New York will fix a little bit of this?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, so many people been saying this, that we need a track in New York. And I know there's this team, I think, that he's trying to make people sign up and then send it to...
For a petition.
yeah. A petition.
And actually have a track on Long Island. Or
Yeah.
reopen one, which used to be back in the day where a lot of people used to autocross back in the 70s and 80s. I forgot the name of the track.
So,
I want to interject. We do have a track. It's in Calverton, but it's only an 8th mile.
and it's shitty. It's shitty.
But it's also drag racing.
it's-
You
yeah,
want,
and-
you
It's a
want
very formal NHRA. You have to do the whole inspection, wear helmet.
But you also want a road race track. There used to be one.
But, okay, so, like, guys, like Panavai behind the camera is saying, we have one in Calverton. But the thing is, I remember, I will say, if I'm not mistaken, 3 or 4 years ago, they did an event over there. But, everybody was complaining about the track, the preparation. It was bad.
Yeah, it's scramble. I was there.
Yeah, I
it was
remember,
not. It was not organized at all.
Plus, I remember one stock blew his diff there, if I'm not mistaken. It was when he did the launch, he broke the diff. Or I think it was the diff, if I'm not mistaken. And I also feel like it's too deep.
Yeah, no, it's a
really
hike,
deep.
especially for
To
city
go to
people.
Calverton is going to take you like 45 minutes from here.
From here. Not
here.
even if you're coming from the city or Queens.
That's what I'm saying. So I feel like we need a track to be like in the middle of the island. That you don't have to travel all the way, to the end of the island. that, like if we have a track, like in the middle of the island, so people that come from the end of the island, it's gonna take like 45 minutes. People that come from the city, it's gonna take 45 minutes. Something that is more like doable for everyone, I would say.
Yeah.
But so what make you keep going though?
Refer to cutting up?
Yeah,
or-
to be cutting up.
I haven't done it as much. However, now my focus is actual like more driving experience, not just cutting up. It's fun. However, it's majority of the time when people say, "Oh, people are cutting up," and they ended up causing accidents or putting other lives, civilians' lives at risk. Civilian lives at risk could be the same thing when they're out on a Friday, drunk, driving. Nobody talks about that.
Yeah.
But when we're doing something like cutting up, most of the time when people get into accidents, because what the civilian did, not because of what we did. And 80% of the time, it's not our fault. It's majority of the time, like, it's the civilians doing, when they see us coming, they want to go in front of you on purpose, causing accidents or for us to slow down. And a lot of times, that's what causes the accident. They don't realize, like, we could be doing 160, 150, and they will just go, boom, right? Some people do it on purpose. A lot of times, I used to get very frustrated when I have someone, like if I'm doing certain turns or like doing certain speeds and someone would go in front. Sometimes people don't even realize that because you're coming so fast. They don't have that time frame of the reaction of checking your mirror. They may have checked 5-10 seconds before, but when you're doing 150, 60, that 5-10 seconds,
Yeah.
they don't
There's
see
no
you.
gap in between.
Yeah, but on the other side, there's more times when I have experienced that people purposely try to cause accidents or will try to get in front of your lane, where they could have just stood in the middle lane. They see you coming fast and they would merge in front of you.
Yeah.
So, how many car? Because I know I have counted like at least 4 M4 in like 2 times. I'm sorry, in like 2 years. Why is that? What do you gotta say about that? So, because like a lot of people can say, you know what, having 4 M's in 2 years is a bad driver. So, or having 4 M's in 2 years is just because you wanted to replace the M that you had before.
People can say whatever they want. And that's why I get so much hate. And as much as they say, you're a bad driver, most people could never afford to even buy another one for a year, even 2 years. So that controversy is not me personally, I believe, he's a bad driver, is because they won't be able to pull what I pull. Sometimes I have crashed a car, and even though I have videos of all those accidents, it's not my fault, but I purposely don't post it because people would say, you're a bad driver, and you keep on getting another car. Okay, even if you were a good driver and you macked your car, you won't be able to get another car or be able to afford another car because there's so much that comes into play. Unless you have $100,000 all the time sitting around to buy an M car, which most people don't.
Yeah.
Even to be able to afford 4, you have to have good credit. You have to have never missed a fucking payment. You have to be able to like generate enough income, or when the bank gives you a loan, everything has to be there, because if there's a slight error, unless you're buying full cash, which I would never buy a car full cash. For example, I learned from when the first time I macked my car from doing a launch control, I had put up, I would say, like another 10,000 miles, almost close to it, within like 5 to 6 months. So things could happen. There's times like I got T-boned twice. My last car, in April, we were at a meet for the swim team. Some guy who macked into me. Now, even then, people are saying, they're gonna say, it's probably him. He macked because of the shit he does.
Yeah.
But you don't know. I had nothing to do. It was not my fault
People
at all.
love to assume.
Yeah,
Then also,
and it's the hate.
Yeah,
People
it's
like to
the
talk
hate.
shit.
So, out of 4 cars, you only have Mac 1.
Yeah.
The other 2
Other
were
2,
T-boned.
I got T-boned twice.
Okay, so and then now we had the Heritage.
Now I have this one. Yeah.
Okay. So one of the other biggest question that people ask was, why you don't cover your face as other people do, and using chastis and everything, and like not licensed, but yourself, you don't care. You just post the videos out there, exposing yourself.
Yeah.
When you cutting up, and when you're doing some of the stuff that you do.
So some things which I'm very educated on. For example, a lot of the public or even these guys who cut up or do certain things, they're not educated on statute of limitations. If I post a video of me running from someone, it's probably from 2 years ago. Even if I was to admit, oh, I ran from a cop 2 years ago or 3 years ago, you can't press charges.
Why is that?
By law, for example, if you rob a bank, like there's a limit. If they have to, by certain laws, they have to catch you within that 3-year time frame. After that 3-year time passes, you can go into a police station and say, I robbed this bank, and there's nothing they can do about it. Because that time frame for them to catch you and, yeah, exactly, has passed.
Okay.
But also there's other things that go into, there's so many other things, like you could run from them today and...
From whom? When you say from them?
For example, it could be Jersey PD, state police, NYPD. They have to, by law, identify who the driver was. Just because there's a video out there doesn't mean it was you.
Right.
Nowadays, there's so much technology, AI. I can post a video of me saying, oh, I ran from them today. It could be from 2 years ago. But when you go to court, of course, they can try to arrest you and press charges, but now they have to prove which officer was it. They have to have a video of that incident from that time with the timestamp, with your car, with your face. They have to prove all those things. They can try to harass you as much as they want, but in the end, that's the reason they don't take that action. I'm not saying towards me, when it comes to a lot of other people where then you can sue them in return. Unless...
So pretty much you know a lot about the law.
Yeah.
Well, the main thing is that the experience that you carried on over the course of these years and your driving style, a lot of the newcomers that you see out there in the streets today, they're automatically doing it for clout. And that's not what's driving you. Basically, you are enjoying the drive and you're trying to get that driving experience.
Yeah.
But whereas other people out there, they're taking risks and chances without knowing what their car is capable of. They don't have the history nor the experience over the time. Financially also, they're not ready. But at the same token, they're just putting stuff out there that's hurting certain communities, and that's where you get the hate.
For example. It's very unfortunate because for example, like I'm going through a breakup right now. You know what I do at the end of every night? I park my car in the garage and I'm not driving it. Because that's where a lot of other people would say, oh, let me go drive. And then now your emotions get to you.
Yeah.
And now you're going to drive in a manner where it's not safe. Now you're trying to push that boundary of, it's not so much of you having fun, where majority of people nowadays don't have that balance of have that emotional control over what they're doing. Now someone's doing, it could be, there's time people crash their cars doing 60 miles an hour, 120, 160. And
They just don't carry that clear train of thought.
And having that balance, I can tell you the amount of times I have come close to crashing or almost getting in an accident. It's majority of the time when you're not being attentive. You're just driving as to there was something in the back of your head where what you're uncomfortable with, family, life, financial situation. So now you're taking that out on the road from driving.
Right.
So you think to do what you do, you have to be ready mentally?
Oh yeah,
not just
definitely.
physically, but mentally too.
Yeah,
You have to be
absolutely.
Well, what do you actually think about these YNs out here that are taking their Infinities and trying to push it to the limit? What do you...
YNs.
Take your time. Formulate the answer and say it clearly to the public.
a minute of silence.
I believe, it's a learning experience for everyone. The same way when I did what I did, I used to do it with my 328. But it's, even if I see some great drivers on the road, even with for example, Infinities, I come across with drivers that have not sports cars. It could be an Infinity, it could be an Acura, anything that's not even come close to, for example, like an AMG or actual like a track spec or something, some car like, for example, this that you can buy from the dealer that's ready for track.
It's the
Yeah,
person's
it's
driving.
the person.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, but I have some to say about that. You could be a good driver, right? But remember, the brakes that Infiniti have, they don't have these brakes.
yeah, and that's exactly why I almost macked my daily the other day.
So yeah, so because that's one thing that I always tell people. Okay, so you can have the skills, but like you say,
Yeah.
sometimes it's not about you. It's the other driver. That they get panic.
Yeah.
And then they move to the next lane where you're going fast. So you having small brakes, you're not gonna stop the car as you're gonna stop an M car.
Yeah.
So it's I will disagree a little bit on that. Even like you say, they can have the wheels, but sometimes it's not about you. Like you say, sometimes the accident are not caused about the people that are driving fast.
Yeah.
It's caused like literally about
The
them
car itself too. Like for example, like even this car, the stock brakes are complete shit. The stopping power from having a big brake kit to the stock brakes, you start driving this car for, I would say, for not even 5 miles, and you're going back and forth braking. That it just
The initial bite
yeah,
fades.
that bite, it just fades. I would say that stopping power is like close to is non-existent. So like, especially if you have stock tires. Like when I got this one, I was a few times when I was very close to when certain roads you can't see ahead, and if I'm doing certain speeds, and all of a sudden I have to come to a stop, and I was very close to getting an accident because they don't stop in time, because the brake like the initial bite, like you said, having after a certain time frame of like driving for half hour, or not upgrading your brakes. Like for example, that's one of the very first things I always do. I don't tune. I don't care about performance. Once you learn how to push the car, even stock, you're gonna need that power to stop. Which is why I would say a lot of drivers end up crashing to begin with, because everyone does like, like for example, full bolt on. Let me do tune. Let me do downpipes. Let me make it faster. But what are you doing to make it stop when you need to? Even now that you're going way faster, what are you doing to make the car come to a stop faster?
Yeah.
Okay, so the other question that I have for you is this. Have you magged while you're cutting people?
Never.
Okay,
Never.
that answer the type of driver that you are. And
Majority of a lot of good drivers, I can be very honest, and some people may not believe it. We would mac on some dumb shit. We're on the phone, and you end up tapping someone.
okay, great. I appreciate your answer. I got now one of the crazy question that I'm gonna ask to you. I remember seeing a video of you flying on the parkway. I remember that video went viral. I remember it was a state trooper, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but I remember you flying doing like 200 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So can you explain to us a little bit how everything happened?
That was personal.
Oh, that was
That was personal. Because the
Okay.
same precinct locked up one of my friends the same week. So that time I was like, now this one's going to be personal. So I flew past him doing as fast as I could. In the video, it doesn't seem like he came out.
No. Definitely see it though. Definitely
you
see
know.
like you flying. Like I'm not sure what was your speed, but definitely you can tell like you were flying. Now, how did you record that video though? Like, so do you
I
have
was on
do you have someone specifically like waiting for you ahead with a cell phone or camera, and you flying by?
That day we were supposed to just be getting content.
Ah.
We were just supposed to get content of a flyby, and it happened to just be, everything somehow like they just came out of nowhere. I guess because we did few flybys going down the LIE, so somebody reported it. That there's someone on the LIE doing flybys, because there's two videos. Which one?
So I think it was coming like from the highway. I can't really remember.
That was on the LIE.
That was on the LIE,
Yeah,
but it was
yeah.
state trooper, if I'm not mistaken, on the
state
right
troopers.
side of on the video. It seemed like there is state trooper on the right side, and you just went like flying by.
That's the Bell Parkway.
That's the Bell Parkway.
Yeah,
I think it was on the Bell Parkway.
Yeah, that's Highway Patrol.
That was a highway patrol.
Yeah, that was NYPD.
Did they have? Did he even chase you?
He tried.
He tried.
He
Did he
just
catch
never,
up to you?
He never tried it. No. They don't catch up. If you keep that constant speed, and you don't slow down, they could call in. They're not catching you.
So we're gonna need that video. We're gonna post this guy. We're gonna post that video so people can see, what I'm talking about.
And of course, it's outside the range of the age of limitation.
Oh yeah, that was probably 4 years ago.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that. I remember that was like a long time ago.
Even
Now-
when I posted, I don't even think I ever posted that video on my page. It was posted on other pages, and people would tag. Like a lot of my videos that you see, like a lot of people, people ask me how come you have this many followers? When in the beginning, is I gained most of my followers from a lot of my content from other pages. I never used to post my content on my own personal page. I would post it after a certain amount of time.
Right.
Okay. There is another video on the I'm not sure if it's the Southern State Parkway or the Belt Parkway where you were going the opposite direction of the traffic, the incoming traffic.
Well, the real story behind that, it's not that I forgot my headphones. I had a few of my car friends, we were just cutting up, doing certain things. And the same thing, like sometimes some of us don't upgrade certain parts, and we kept on telling him, bro, upgrade your brakes.
Brakes are really
And
important.
it was also a mixture of him not being able to stop the car in time, and also going on the side where he caught some of the dirt.
Yeah.
So he lost traction, and he ended up hitting a Range Rover. Once he hit the Range Rover spun, hit another car. That car that's been hit ended up hitting another car. And I'm watching this whole thing in my rearview mirror. So me being who I am, knowing the next exit, I will never be able to make it back to them. I did what I did. I felt best was in the moment. I made the U-turn.
So you made the U-turn.
To go back to
To the
check on
accident,
them.
yeah. the
So
checkpoint.
yeah, but you make the U-turn on the highway.
Yeah.
Like on the same.
The traffic is
the
coming this
same-
way, and I made a
On the
U-turn.
same side.
On the same side.
Yeah,
And you just went back
backward. Yeah.
against the
The
upcoming traffic.
oncoming traffic,
The incoming
yeah.
traffic.
Look, at the end of the day, I really have to ask, why is it all your social videos of you raging? What's that all about, bro?
I didn't used to rage. It's also because I got fed up with so many people sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Like I have people see a nice car.
Yeah.
Like last week, I was taking a video of me on the side of the road, and you see people passing, oh, fuck you, asshole, or cursing me out, or just calling me names, and I'm not even doing anything. When people see you doing better than them in life, people are always gonna hate. And that's like I have got into interaction where somebody's like passing by and spitting on my car, and I didn't do anything.
Oh,
to
just
this
like
person.
that?
Yeah.
So I remember, I would say, 2 years ago, definitely 2 years ago, you were fighting on social media with these AMG guys that you say something about, I'll get you females anytime that I want. I definitely had to go back into your social media and then find out the video. Well, no, it's not a video because it was on your story, but you guys were going back and forth. I know you guys were road raging because I can't really remember. I think you both guys got into the light, and then you guys started speeding up. And
Oh, I remember. It was in my stories. I never posted that
Yes.
video. So this guy, I was parked on a shoulder.
Well,
I'm
it
not
was
even
an
on the
AMG,
road.
right?
Yeah, it was an AMG. And I'm parked on the shoulder, and, out of love, you're like, oh, let me go next to this guy. He passed by me. Usually I would never do this to someone to begin with. Like, if I'm passing on the shoulder, he's an AMG, and he downshifted. So once I took off, I get next to him, and he goes, instead of usually when you go up to someone who people show you love, like, oh, nice car. He goes, oh, that's a piece of shit you're driving.
Yes, I remember that. Yes, yep.
Bro, I'm driving a piece of shit which is worth more than your car. People don't understand. Sometimes when you have a huge social media, you make connections, or like in general. So I took his plate, I gave it to my boy. It's a 2015 AMG. Ran through
GT,
like
though. It was like a GT, I think.
I don't even think it was a GT, regular the base model. base model with almost 90,000 miles,
Yes,
or it's fucking
yes,
40 grand, and you're telling me my car is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So that goes to show you a lot of these people who sometimes when they act on social media, oh, their car, you're not a car guy. You're just someone who bought a fucking piece of trash to show yourself off or you're better. You know, we're not the regular public. We know how everything works in the car scene. So then he starts to, he took off, and then he thought he was going to beat me. And even though back then my car was stock, and I was still able to managed to fly past him, and that's what pissed him off even more. And then he had another female. Now his girl is cursing me out and telling me, "Oh, you're a piece of shit. Your car," which goes to show you like how people truly are. You know, that's what their personality of how they carry themselves. Like, you know, some of these things usually always come out when you get in a bad interaction of where they stand or what they think of other people. Just because to the world, you're making it seem like you're in an AMG of GT or whatever, but to us, we're like, bro, it's a $40,000 car. You're not who you make yourself out to be a fucking world. Like,
There's a lot of fakers out there.
yeah, it's one of the fakers.
So, do you think any of the AMG can beat you out there?
Yeah,
Like racing,
some.
cutting up. No, like cutting up, not racing. Racing, we all know like driving straight is one thing. You know, like
Yeah.
obviously, you know, if your car is not built for a straight, it's a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but like what you do you think there is any AMG that can say, you know what, let's do it. I'll beat you. Like cutting up.
I wouldn't say so much just cutting up. Like, for example, if you want to cut up and say we can run for 10 exits, maybe late at night. Yeah, I can take that up any day.
Any AMG.
Any AMG. I don't.
I mean, like I don't even see like any AMG really.
There's a
out
lot
there.
of great cars. You know, there's other cars that have suspension, like better suspension handling. But then again, is this driver going to risk himself trying to push the limit of that car? Which is where a lot of time why I'm that person who takes risks way more than anyone I personally know. Which is why I'm able to push this car's limits where a lot of people would say, oh, I don't see how you do what you do in this car. Because the car is capable of doing it. You just have to learn the car and be able to take that risk of, like, for example, there's a lot of drivers that are great on track, but they would
Yes.
never do what we do on the street.
Yeah.
Because of their anxiety levels of, oh, all of a sudden I'm good. Where we take that risk. I've raced other people that have better cars, you know, AMGs as well, like AMGs. I'm not talking about base models, AMG GTs, like other high-end cars. I race McLarens, Porsches. No one has ever beat me. Beat me too as, yeah, we were right next to each other, but
they
there's
never
not,
gapped you.
Yeah,
They never gapped you.
Never. No one.
Well, I know, coming back to that, I know that this is your fourth BMW. Is there a reason why you stayed with the brand and not opt out for a different?
There's the biggest reason because to why I don't go to the G chassis. When I drove the G chassis, I would say that feeling from the driver to the car doesn't exist.
It's non-existent.
Yeah, it's
There's
non-existent.
a big disconnect.
Yeah, it really is. Where the first time I drove the M4, the G82 M4, I'm doing certain things. For example, I drove it in the Southern State. The things I do in this car where I have to be very mindful of, certain turns I have to take at certain speeds.
Right.
Where it would fishtail or there's a risk of me like losing control. There you don't. It feels as you have an extra 4 set of tires on each side.
Well, of course, being all-wheel drive
Yeah.
too, and the technology in comparison to what the F is,
Yeah.
and it being just rear-wheel drive, it really does come down to it being a driver's car.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
And
I know, like, you can go anytime, any day to any dealership and say, you know what, I'm gonna buy a G82 or a G80 or a G87. Would you ever consider that?
no.
You'll stick 100% to the F chassis.
I would stick to a F chassis even if I want to go on track. I wouldn't take the G on the track.
Why is that?
I would want to do some things where there's risk involved, where I'm the one who's doing, if I'm driving, if I'm doing certain things, or if I'm taking certain turns, I want to hold myself accountable for that, having that skill set, not the car doing it for me.
You want to be able, you want the car,
Yeah,
you want to
have
control
earn
the
it.
car.
What you do in this, you have earned it.
Yeah.
What you do in a G chassis,
The chassis has earned it.
yeah. The car itself.
So,
for example,
are you saying that some G drivers, G owners, can't beat you either, or is it the car, or is it them?
I would say the owners, because I'm gonna get a lot of heat for saying this. I lost my respect for a lot of the G80 owners once I drove it, because of how well it handles. Not gonna say for the car, but the owners itself. But then also it shows me how good of a driver I am in return, because no one in a G chassis has ever left me behind on the road. Straight line racing, which is a different case.
Yeah.
On the road, cutting up, or we're racing from here to the end of this exit, certain things. What we all do, no one has left me behind ever.
So, do you think though, like, if you, let's say you buy a G82 or a G80, right? Which the car handle a lot better. Let's be honest, I have drove G80s and G82s, and the handling is way better than the F, like you just said. On this, you earn the respect, of being a good driver. Do you think you will do more crazy things on those cars, since you can do a lot more with the car?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. That car is capable of doing so much more. Like, for example, I was telling you earlier, I did a trial run of the Southern State from Bell Park all the way to Deer Park. I did it in, I would say, 9 minutes and 40 seconds.
That's crazy.
If I had a G chassis, it will definitely come close to an 8.
All-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like, the way the car handle it's crazy. It's amazing. It really, it is amazing. Like, you feel the power is there, and it make you feel so comfortable, because you can take the turn.
Yeah.
The turn that you can take on this doing 100 or 80, 120 on those cars, you can take it 140.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Because
Yeah.
I know someone that took a turn coming from Impact. He was doing a buck 50 on a car, like all-wheel drive. So, you know what I mean? Like, and, they just were gone.
Yeah.
With this car, you doing a buck 50, taking a turn,
It's
you
sometimes
better know
certain
what
things-
you're doing.
Yeah,
If you don't know what you're doing, you're definitely gonna mag. And, at that speed, getting into an accident is not
Only
gonna end up
person
well.
I know that on the road, if I'm racing, I would say in the whole tri-state, is who I would feel like, okay, this person may leave me by a big gap, is Johan with a G8. Johan. Also because he learned over time. He's also that one person who has mastered the car in how, handling wise too. And I knew it when we first started driving. And he's kind of like, he's that person too who learns the car, and he pushes the limits on that car. So after what he's done, today when I have ran with it a couple of times, like, bro, he makes me push my limits. So if there's a lot of drivers,
That's on
I'm
a
sure
G chassis.
yeah,
That's on a G80.
yeah. There's a lot of drivers I know that are great drivers that would absolutely sometimes beat me in certain scenarios, but it's also because they have better cars.
But that helps you elevate your skill.
Of course, yeah.
And that's what helps you when you push that
Yeah,
limit.
yeah.
You learn more things. You get the experience of it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that just comes back to other people out there. They may have the same kind of car or a better one. It doesn't necessarily mean they know and understand what it is capable
Oh
of.
yeah, absolutely. Like another person who helped me dial the car in, when we went I did this tour with this other shop. We go to different states, back roads, and that's also how I learned a lot of things about the car, how much this could be pushed. When I came back, I met this person. His name's Jason. I think he's from Long Island as well. Great person, and he has a background from motorsports. He actually won a couple track days at Impact, or a few times I've seen his social media. When he spoke to me, he asked me, "Oh, what's done to your car?" And my car was stock. I didn't have no suspension mods done. He couldn't believe that. How I was driving this car, my car was fully stock. He taught me how to do control arms, traction arms. Oh, this
The
is what
necessary
you could
upgrades.
do. Yeah. So like, I always like learn from other people, which like for example him, or like when I go on those certain driving courses with certain people, I'm not afraid. If I see a car doing it, I may be afraid to do it, but since I'm doing it, I'm pushing, the car, learning certain things about, how, to what extent I could push it to. And then as I started becoming a better driver, and then certain mods that I did, just like gives me that confidence to even keep pushing.
So, I know you say Johan is definitely one of the guy that got the wheel.
Yeah.
Right? So, what about Keith?
Oh yeah, Keith as well. However, I haven't never really done anything drastic with Keith on the road.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But I know he got the wheel. I know.
Oh, yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
He's definitely, like one of the guy that a lot of us respect out there.
Yeah. No,
And-
however, I never personally raced with him on the road.
Yeah, it's
We've
two
done
different things. Yeah.
some stuff like cutting up. Oh, we're going from here to here. The reason I say that about Johan, I raced him late at night, empty roads, and even like he was ahead of me. And now that's what I'm talking about, like pushing.
Yeah, but like he's ahead of you too because he got a fast car. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like so. But what I'm saying is like when you cutting up,
Yeah.
you think he will get you dust? You think he
No,
will
no,
dust you?
no, no, no one's dusted me. Never. No one's dusted me.
Okay.
Maybe on the empty road,
No, that's-
late night, with, of course, you have all-wheel drive, handles better.
That's what I'm
you
saying.
could.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Like so, like, do you consider you tri-state king of cutting out people?
I wouldn't say cutting up people. I would say this which with confident. I'm very confident at. I would say overall, put a driver put together in everything. Some people are good at cutting up. Some people are just good at straight line racing, and then there's some people that are good at maybe like just a long drive. They can beat you.
You
I
know,
have-
like it's that's one thing. Like a long drive. But we all know long drive. Like okay, let's say I have a single turbo. My car is pushing 800
Yeah.
horsepower, whatever, and then I'm racing you on a straight line. On a long distance drive. I'm probably gonna be ahead of you because
Yeah.
of the power that my car is pushing. But when it comes to cutting, like you say, taking an exit, let's say from exit 22 to 32 or to 42, and then swimming on traffic.
Yeah.
Do you think I don't see to be honest, I don't see no one. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see no one beating you out there. Do you think, or do you know anyone that you can say, you know what? No, this person can dust me.
No one.
All right, let me ask you another question. I know you have great respect for John. Is there anybody out there that you don't respect? That
So-
actually interfered with your driving? Or is it just the laziness of it all?
As to someone I have maybe like an issue with in the car scene,
Yeah,
or
whoever, maybe that ran into you, like you said, you weren't the cause of 2 crashes, somebody T-boned you. Was it just their inexperience?
I don't hold it against them. Like my last accident when this kid who macked into me.
Yeah.
We all learn from our mistakes. And when I spoke with him, even after that, I'm like, bro, it's okay to admit you fucked up. I have fucked up. That's how some of us learn so much.
Right.
Majority of the guys, you do not even know these guys crashed. They will never tell anyone they
And
crashed.
they won't post it either on
Yeah,
their
they
socials.
won't post it. Oh, we just got a new car. No, motherfucker, you macked. That's how you have a new car. So me, one thing that everyone knows about me is like, I don't care if I mack 10 times. That's how I learned so much. Which, everyone's always gonna talk shit. Oh, you're a bad
being
driver.
real. You're not hiding anything.
Yeah, I don't have nothing to hide. I'm not okay. I'm a bad driver, so come beat me then.
Yeah.
If you're that confident. Plenty of times I have posted on social media, 5,000, 10,000. Come out, call me out, beat me in it. People talk, but no one comes out.
So who do you want to call out tonight? Do you have any name in mind that you want to call out?
No, I don't think I'm in competition with anyone.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So, the other question that I was gonna ask is, so you said you did 9 minutes and 40 seconds right?
Yeah, 9 minutes 40.
From
I don't want to talk about it because I haven't posted that video.
Oh, so
So
Okay.
people are just gonna say, "Oh, you're just saying it because
we have to wait
for yeah,
for the proof in the pudding.
yeah." But I have done a trial run, stock, not tuned, with this car. I did it in somewhere around August. I ran the car all the way from when you get on the Southern State from Bell Parkway to Deer Park in 9 minutes and 45 seconds.
that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's
And that's another reason why, going back to, I can confidently say that no one's beating me in certain things. Overall, I consider myself a great driver. I'm not saying I'm better than certain people, but since I'm very skilled in different aspects of doing certain things, not that I'm better, but if people want to beat me, they can call
But
me out. And we can,
you're at that level where you understand your risk assessment
Yeah.
when you're driving,
Yeah.
especially when you have to be instant. You already know and what you're capable of.
yeah.
so. When you do this, and I know this is a great question, and I'm sure the people are gonna be agree with myself. Do you think you put other people's life in danger? Because that's the first thing that people always say. Oh yeah, you're driving like an a-hole, right?
I completely disagree with that statement because when these people are the same people saying these things, when they're out on a bar on Friday night and driving afterward, putting people at risk, when you're down the road arguing with your girl in the car, you're putting people at risk. There's so many scenarios that all these people who talk negative about people doing what we do, it's like, oh, that's bad, you could cause an accident, you could kill someone. All these unexperienced drivers on the road kill someone on a daily basis. Why don't no one talks about them?
So, do you think swimming is better than driving drunk?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So
You're
do you think you're more safe swimming than driving drunk?
Absolutely. You still have some more sense of awareness or handling the car, doing certain things, braking, compared to when you're driving drunk. You have no idea what you're doing. You will never see a person, I'm sure you can't find a video of a person doing 160 on the highway or cutting up doing 120 where they lost control of the car and their foot was on the gas and they just head-on macked into someone. I don't think there's a video. But are there videos of drunk people from the boroughs every month where they fully lost control and they macked into killed someone? A lot of videos. So, which is why a lot of people always say, oh, you drivers are cutting up or racing. Okay. We do what we do, and there's consequences to everything and what we do where, we put other people's lives at risk in one way. You put everybody else's lives at risk in your way, which they don't admit. Everyone does. Or like, for example, when people are high. A lot of people drive when they're high.
Yeah, I'm not definitely agree with that too, to be honest. I never, there is a few things that I will never understand, to be honest. Like for example, when people are driving high and when you have 80, 90 years old grandma or grandpa out there driving, for me, for myself, it's like, that shouldn't happen. You got 80, 90 people on the road driving, like they shouldn't be on the road. I'm sorry, am I gonna get the hate for that? But for myself, it's like, nah, bro, like they too old. Have somebody else to drive their cars. But like, it is what it is.
That means we have to fund you a driver soon.
Not me. Give me this on camera, please. So, another question. I know you have run multiple times from NYPD.
You know why I started running from NYPD?
Why is that?
I always used to stop. One day, this one guy stops me, and when I used to travel to Jersey and back into New York, and some things you just know in the back of your head, oh, there's a cop here all the time. I'm doing 50, on purpose slow down. The guy pulls me over, you were doing 71. Bro, what?
Did you have that in a
Yeah,
dash
I
cam?
did, yeah. He tells me writes me a ticket for 71. Afterwards, like, oh, I'm done. That's what made me. A lot of people think, oh, these guys just run. No, we don't run. We start running when we start getting abused or getting harassed. We may not be doing anything. And which majority of the public does not realize, like, which someone asked me one time, like, oh, I didn't think cop will ticket you if you're not doing anything wrong. I said, bro, what? 90% of these tickets these people issue are not legit tickets. That's how they make their money. They're gonna lie about anything possibly they could ticket you for. And that's how the city makes money. And which majority of the public doesn't understand that, oh no, you must be doing something wrong. Like, no. It's a money-making scheme. It's millions and millions, billions of dollars that's how the city brings in money for themselves.
So you think
A lot of the car guys run because we get tired of getting harassed from getting tickets that we didn't do nothing.
Sometimes it's a big money grab.
Yeah.
It is. It's their a formal way of getting income.
And there's times like I stop too and I'll come across the most chill officers.
Yeah.
Bro, like one time I felt devastated because I was actually cutting up and being reckless, and the state police officer pulled me over. I was gonna run that time too, but I ended up being in a dead end. So I stop, I go on Waze, and I'm like, fuck, I can't run. So he comes to, he's like, yo, bro, you were doing this, you were being reckless, you almost caused an accident. And he asked me where you coming from, a few questions, and he takes my license. Then he comes back, he's like, you just have to be mindful of, I understand you have a fast car. The amount of times someone has given me a break because, oh, you have a fast car, and sometimes you do not even realize how fast you're going, plenty of times. So I have respect for a lot of officers out there, but also there's times where some officer will like pull you over for, you may not be doing anything. And here's a ticket for this, that, etc.
so? That was one of the main reasons why
Yeah.
you started like running away from cop.
The first time I ran with the videos, it's not on today it's on my page, but back then it was on a different page. It's from an Insta360 when I was in the bus lane on a Sunday. Now the laws are different. That's almost 3.5 years ago, 2021. Bus lane laws back then were you could be in the bus lane after 6 p.m.
Right.
And if I'm doing, let's just say, even in the video, you can see I was probably doing 30, 40. And I guess he got pissed that I was a little too close. Like, bro, it's a lane. You're posted up here. You don't have anyone pulled over. You just have your lights on. So basically, it's like, oh, it's just a car posted up. Am I supposed to, by law, move over because there's a car posted up on the corner? No. I can be careful, which I did. I'm not doing 60, 70, 80 on a local road. He came after me. As soon as I passed him, he came after me. And then I made a right turn. I stopped, and now I'm pissed. What are you coming after me for?
So they better not piss you off.
A lot of time when I run, it's because I wasn't doing anything wrong.
And they just come after you.
Yeah. There's times I post a lot of my videos when I do pull over. If I'm doing something wrong and someone pull me over, I'll pull over.
But I also remember.
But it's more about the principle. What do you pull me over for if I'm not doing anything wrong?
But I also remember seeing a video of you, like, right after the police turned the light on you, and then you was like kind of provoking him, just stopping and going, and then just.
Oh, you're brake checking.
Even
Brake
that
checking.
video, that was like almost at 12:30 midnight on the Cross Island.
Yes.
I'm all the way in the right lane, doing 30 miles, chilling.
Just minding your
I
business.
posted that, minding my business. Lights me up. What are you lighting me up for? If you're going your own way, if you have an emergency, by law, you're supposed to go around me. I'm in the right lane. You cannot make me move when I'm all in the right lane. You're supposed to go, there's 2 empty lanes. So in the video I'm pointing, there's 2 lanes right there. You're not, and I posted that video too, but I didn't post that video afterwards to get views. Of course, that's what social media is. A lot of people, I make people believe what I want them to see.
Yeah.
Like another video I posted where I said they took my car. They didn't take my car. So I was pointing like, yo, there's 2 lanes, go. Now, abuse of power. you just want me to move because you think you have your lights on and I have to move. No, I
Yeah.
don't have to move.
Especially if you're in the right. That's,
Yeah, exactly.
That's,
If I'm
that's
always
slow
in the right
traffic.
lane. So then he realized, oh, this guy does not care. I'm going to have to go around him. He goes around me, and then he slows down because I was doing 30, and now I have to do 20 because now you're going slow. So I was like, oh, you got the right one to fuck with today. So I go around him, and then I started brake checking him. Now,
That was on purpose.
oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mike, you know what to do. Y'all know what to do.
Syed, the biggest question: why is it that your social perceives you as the bad boy, and why you always?
Because that's how I make it seem to people that, oh, they don't know what actually goes behind the scenes. If you were to start posting, oh, this is what, they were like, oh, okay.
No
who
one's gonna be
cares?
interested.
Yeah. You know, I wouldn't get those millions of views if
Right.
I posted what actually happened. So
I know like the time is almost like.
and even if they want to
over.
post that part, I don't care. Because let's just say they were to say, oh, we're going to press charges against you for brake checking a cop. Now, okay, when you go to court, why did the cop not go around you?
And
If
the
it's
other
an
two
emergency,
lanes were
right?
open.
Yeah, and when there's 2 lanes open, I have a video. I have everything on video all the time. Why didn't the cop go around me? And then on top of that, in the video, you can see my speed. And if he has an emergency, which his lights are on for an emergency, why did once he passed around me
You
start to
slow
go
down.
slower?
Yeah,
Oh.
Made no sense.
So
he's being vindictive.
exactly. When you go to court and let's just say somebody was to come arrest you for, first of all, you're not even supposed to have your lights on if you don't have an emergency, which is also against the law to have it on. So all those things come into play, which is also why sometimes I don't care about certain things I post. Majority of the people always talking, oh, you doing this wrong. No, you just don't know what the law actually is. You don't know what your rights are as a
Right.
civilian.
So I know, the time is like, we're running out of time. I remember, and I know you remember this really good, when that, I think it was a Bentley Mac on the city, on Queens or Roosevelt or something like that, and then you start arguing with the guy. Not sure if you remember.
Oh, yeah. Rolls Royce?
Yes, yeah, what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rolls Royce. That's the one I was telling you before. So what happened? Can you give us a little more, what happened?
You're talking about the incident when I was recording someone?
Yes. And then you want to fight the guy, because I think a minivan Mac on a Rolls Royce, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're talking about the incident from.
It was either a Rolls Royce or a Bentley, but I know it was one of those high-end cars.
I don't remember. And I wanted to fight him?
Yes, because you guys started going off or like.
Well,
yeah,
there's so many incidents. So
yeah, that one is a good one. That was a good one.
Oh, I know you're talking about the Rolls Royce it was by Cross Bay.
I think it was like on Queens because I see the train. I think
Yeah. I know exactly what you're
So
talking
that's
about.
by
that one.
Oh, he was just tight that I'm recording him. Some people don't like to be recorded. Okay, bro, I can
Yes.
record you all I want.
That's
public.
the
You're
one.
in public.
Can you
Yeah.
like give us like a little bit of that?
I was walking down the block from getting something to eat and going back to work, and I see this Rolls Royce Mac. So I'm like, oh shit, there's somebody back to Rolls Royce. Like it's just fun. I'm not like, oh, making fun of you as like, oh, you Mac. Shit happens. I just started recording to show my girl, and he goes, oh, don't record me. I'm like, bro, who the fuck are you to tell me don't record? I can
Yes.
do whatever I want to. Unless I'm in your face or like putting your camera in your face right here, then I understand for you. You can tell me don't record. Like you tell me not to record, but there's cameras all around in every store. You're gonna tell them not to stop fucking
Yeah.
recording?
That makes sense. Yeah, I remember you guys were going off though. I thought like you guys almost went
Yeah.
into a fist fight.
As
You
long
got
as-
those muscles. That's what
only
you guys-
time I'm gonna hit someone if they try to hit me. Otherwise, people talk. I'm gonna talk, and it's a fun. Oh, talk all you want.
So last but not least, do you want to call anyone out there?
or nobody's that
Or-
capable.
You think there is like no one that can keep up with you out there? Like you leading though, not you following, but you leading.
Oh, when it comes to leading, I lead people. There's barely a handful of people I can count on that be able to keep up. Like, I race people in faster cars, better handling cars. I don't think there's many people, even like, you see these people, squeeze bends, license. What you see on video and I'm not gonna name someone. This is a story. A very well-known person, and I have the whole thing on video. Very well-known person in the car scene since the past few years. Once we crossed paths, I dusted him.
And he's well known.
I dusted him.
He's well known.
Yeah.
Can you
well-known.
give us like a little bit of
No, because I kind of have some I don't. If somebody's a good human being, I don't write like as much as when like in the video you see me. Oh, you make yourself out to be this great driver, and now I'm gapping you. I slowed down 3 times on person, let him pass, and I gapped him 4 times.
And he's a
4
well-known
times,
person.
Yes, 4 times, and I have the whole incident on video.
Well, we're gonna have to figure that out.
So it's not. I'm not trying to, it's not, trying to create an issue or I'm calling people out, but it was where's 981. So people in the car scene that know they have come across me, everybody has a video, everybody has cams. I come across many people, but nobody posts a video because no one beats me. And I never posted this video until now because if I never met him, I probably would have posted him. But I met him like, he's a cool dude, respectful.
Young or old?
Young. He's young.
Okay, I kind of have an idea.
He's young. So that's why I never posted that video. Which I was so frustrated. I'm like, bro, you guys make yourself out to be great fucking drivers out there.
But you
But
really aren't.
in reality,
really
I'm
aren't.
like, bro, I'm not the best driver in the world. But if I'm coming across people, a lot of people I have come across that are well known, and I'm gapping people left and right.
So,
And I'm not talking about, they kept up. I'm talking about I was gone. If I have to slow down or come to a full stop in order for you to catch up, it takes you 30, 40 seconds, and I'll let you pass, and I'll do the same thing again.
so you think leading, there is really a few people that they can't keep up with you, but now if it is the opposite, do you think you won't keep up with them, or you think they're not losing you?
No one ever lost me. No one.
You know what?
There's a lot of videos I post all the time, and which is also why certain things I don't put it out there like, I'm talking shit.
Yeah.
But I even post videos of letting people pass, and then I still pass them.
So, I would say, man, I would say this. I would say I would love to see you going against license. I would say, I don't want to sound like I'm instigating this, but
No, you definitely are.
So I would say first you leading and see if he can keep up with you, and then him leading and see if you can keep up with him. Are you down for that?
Oh, any day. I can put up money.
Okay.
I can put up money.
So on that note, guys, you got to stay tuned. We're going to see if this goes anywhere. Again, we just want to say thank you for tuning in. Thank you to the media team being in the background. And of course, thank you to M4 Syed
Thank you to you
for
guys.
coming in.
Everyone here.
Guys,
The one with the shiesty also.
yeah, I think this is gonna be one of the hottest episodes out there. Stay tuned. This is something that you guys do not want to miss. I personally want to say thank you for taking the time to come here and do this interview with us.
I'm glad I'm here. I finally made it.
And obviously, I appreciate you. You're like my brother to myself.
Yeah.
We know each other for like 3 or 4 years now.
4 years.
Like 4 years, right?
Yeah.
Like.
It's
share-
ESL's coming soon to the Beamer Podcast.
Yeah.
I'll put the captions down here in the bottom. Don't worry, you can sign up. We'll have his face on the page. And then you just hit the button on his nose, and it'll tell you in Espanol.
As long as you guys understand when I say watermelon,
Chimichanga.
and then watermelon, I'm fine with it.
He's
So,
the Taco
look,
Beaver.
look.
He's the Taco Beaver
Big
King.
watermelon right here.
Taco
Listen,
Beaver King.
like, share, subscribe, comment. We outside. Visit the 80 Trail. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Thank you, everyone.